Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I am divulging one of my biggest style secrets that I get asked about a lot. And actually it's not really that big of a secret because I talk about it all the time, but I've never actually done a whole video dedicated to it. And that is these Superga 2750 Cotu Classic Sneaker. They come in lots of colors, but the white is probably the most classic, the most well-known, and the most versatile, stylish, fashionable piece you can possibly add to your wardrobe this year. But first, if you're new, welcome. I'm Jules. I do videos every week on fashion, style, and shopping. I do hours of online shopping and research, and sometimes years of wearing to do these kind of videos for you. So if you like this type of thing, please subscribe and click the bell to join our family. I will have timestamps down in the description box if there's something you're looking for in particular, but otherwise, let's get started. So yes, these are the all white ones. I bought them in May 2018. I actually bought them because I saw Kate Middleton wearing them. It was like one of those things like Kate Middleton wears affordable shoe, and then it like immediately sells out, like when she wears like a Zara dress or something. And the more research I did, the more I realized that this is a super popular shoe. It's just not quite as popular here, but it's becoming more and more popular. I've been noticing over the years, I'm seeing a lot more in styling and like lay flat pictures on Instagram. So these are some really good puppies to have in your wardrobe. So let's talk about sizing. I have a very difficult foot to size. I am between an 8 and an 8.5, and it is very unpredictable when I'm going to be an 8 and when I'm going to be an 8.5. So I just went with a size 39, which is European sizing for a size 8. Now, they're a teensy bit tight, and that just means that if my toenails are too long, I can tell. But for the most part, just walking around like a little bit, totally fine. If I was gonna go on a walking tour through Europe or going to be walking around for 12 hours at a time, then I would probably go with more of an 8.5. But I'm incredibly vain when it comes to my feet because I'm very self-conscious about how long they are. And so I personally went for the slightly smaller size. In my research leading up to this video, I was trying to find like, what are some other common questions people are having about these shoes? And one of them is washing. And so when I washed them the first time, I just did it in the sink with liquid detergent, which apparently you're not supposed to do. But I have not washed them since that, and that was over a year ago. Now you can't do this with all Superga sneakers, but these ones have all cotton tops, so you can put them in the, what do you call that? Washer? Laundry washer? Washing machine. Oh my gosh, I forgot that word. But I've never done that. So at the end of this video, after I film, I'm going to be doing that. So stay tuned for that. Now, one of the most common questions I see is, are these comfortable? Yes, they're popular for a reason. I really do think they're comfortable. They're not that like walking on clouds comfortable or like extra cushiony comfortable. They're like, yeah, that's a solid shoe comfortable. Have I ever gotten blisters from them? Never. Never once got a blister from them. Never had the problem with them rubbing. They are really well constructed, and in some of my research, I did see that some of the construction is built so that you don't get blisters. I do really recommend wearing no-show socks with them. It's just more comfortable. It's more sanitary. You can't see the no-show socks anyway, so you might as well. These are the no-show socks that I use and swear by. I'll have them linked down below in the description box. Last I looked, they are no longer sold. These ones stay on my feet, and that's why they're awesome. You'll notice they look like children's socks because it makes them so tight so they don't slip off your feet. They also have like a sticky thing right here on the back of the ankle so that it kind of helps it stay on. I mean, occasionally when I'm shooting a video, I won't wear socks while wearing it, and it's totally fine. I still don't get blisters from wearing them. I wouldn't wear it all day like that, but that's just more of a personal preference and the fact that I don't want to sweat in my shoes. They are way better than white Converse, in my opinion. I don't think Converse look very good on my feet. I have a slightly bigger foot, so Converse just look like clown feet on me. These do not. They're a little bit wider, so that little bit of width helps in making my longer foot, not hugely long, but longer foot look a little bit more proportional to my body. Actually, I'm gonna go grab some of my husband's Converse. So now you're gonna really be able to tell how dirty mine are because these are relatively new from my husband. Well, you can tell a little bit. See what I'm talking about with that toe shape and how this one is just way more flattering if you have a longer foot. I mean, granted, his feet are bigger than mine, but just kind of gives you an idea. The one other thing I should mention is that they are pretty flat on the bottom. You also can't take out the insoles if you wanted to replace them with your own insoles. Now I want to talk about the cost just for a quick second, just because when you hear things like Kate Middleton wears them, all these celebrities wear them, these shoes are made in Italy, like usually that just like sends dollar signs just ringing in my ears. Let's talk about how really inexpensive this shoe is. And now when I say inexpensive, I'm not talking about like it's cheap. It's actually well worth the money. Considering I've had these for over 2 years, they'll at least last me one more, depending on how this washing goes here in a minute. I see no other wear on them other than the fact that there's dirt on them. So let's talk about cost. So I just did a quick Google search and did all those cost comparisons that you can do on Google. And the best prices I can find, Nordstrom, which will price match pretty much anything, Zappos, which pretty much does the same thing, and Amazon, which also does the same thing. And they are currently at those prices for me listed are $48.75, which is a fantastic price for a shoe that you're gonna use so much. It's gonna look really great with all of your outfits and you're gonna fall in love with as much as I have. This sounds like it's sponsored, I promise it's not. The only compensation I get for this is if you use any of the links below, those are affiliate links, and I do get a small commission off of them, but thanks for supporting if you choose to. For Macy's, they're $65, Bloomingdale's has them for $65. Walmart, what does drop air mean? Does anyone know what that means? $75, come on Walmart. Shopbop has them for $65. Now the quality you're getting for that price is just such an incredible value. You're gonna use these for years, and especially in 2020 when we're kind of just like lounging and going to the store and still trying to socially distance and wearing masks. This is like the shoe. As I'm thinking about it, it's like, I wonder what's on the bottom of these shoes. I will be washing my hands after, oh my gosh, thinking about all the germs. Now I'm gonna go wash them and then, yeah, I'll report back. All right, so we are 48 hours later. I washed them. The instructions say to tie the laces, put them in a pillowcase, use powder detergent, and run it in the washing machine on cool. So I did that. I put it on delicates just because, you know, I thought that would be a good idea. They came out, they looked cleaner. I let them dry. They've been drying now for over 24 hours. They're still a little bit damp, but you can see that there is some improvement to the look. You can see some discoloration that has always been there since I used the powder detergent the first time, which makes so much more sense why that's yellow. It didn't take out any of the marks that are on the sides of the shoe or on the hard parts. Those are still dark, and there's still a couple of dark spots, but you want to clean them a little bit more regularly than I do, but at the same time, you don't want to do it like every week because that will clearly kind of ruin the shoe. So I have washed them before, so I'm not worried about them going back to their shape. It will eventually get there once they are dry. So that's it for this review of the Superga 2750 Cotu Classic Sneaker. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That helps others know that this video is a well worth it, helpful review. But thank you so much again. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next in one of these 2 videos. Bye.